Hi. So yeah, my hair was not like this. The last time I straightened my hair was on my birthday 2 years ago, and I said that, you know what, this is the last time I'm going to straighten my hair. I am so tired of trying to maintain straight hair and constantly damaging my hair, and I was just so fed up also about how much time it actually took to iron my hair. And when I would iron my hair, I wouldn't even get that sleek result because it was so thick that I couldn't even manage it myself. The only time it looked so good was when I would go to the hairdresser. So, you know, my hair was straight, but it was still like big. So I just couldn't handle it, and I feel like this is a common problem. So after doing these tips for about a few months, I told my mom that I want to cut my hair into layers because my hair was a blunt straight cut, and this is the best for straight hair, to have your hair in one length. But for curly hair, you actually want to have your hair in layers to give you more volume. So I was like, I need to cut my hair, also get rid of all the split ends and all the damage, and I can just start afresh. And I told the lady who was cutting my hair that I only want a little bit off, you know, just layers, don't take off my length. And this bitch literally took off all my hair. So basically I had the big chop, and I feel like most girls actually say that they had the big chop and they didn't even ask for it. This was my story as well. This was actually a good thing that happened because it forced me to start fresh. Like, I still have a long way to go with my hair, but it's definitely gotten so much better to what it used to be. Okay, so the first thing I have to say is stop using heat on your hair. And obviously, if you want to transition to curly hair, you have to stop using heat for a million reasons, because it damages your hair, it completely destroys your curl pattern. You know that if you want to be curly, you can't be straightening your hair at all. Not even once, not even on those special occasions or whatever. Oh, you have to straighten your hair on special occasions, like you don't look good with your naturally curly hair. And I encourage you to stop thinking this way. Every single day I used to straighten my hair. I used to straighten the front pieces, and I just couldn't leave my hair naturally because I felt like it was too dry. I don't know how to style it. I don't know how to wear it confidently. And you know, this has all changed from about 2 years ago. I just said to myself, like, I'm not going to straighten my hair again, because for the number one reason I stopped straightening my hair was because firstly I was too lazy. I was like, it's so much work to, you know, wash my hair, then brush my hair, and then get the straightener out and blow dry, and my hair is so thick that it was just a mission, and it would take hours, and I just couldn't keep up with it. It also limited me from swimming or going out when it's raining and all of these types of situations. Straight hair just... And I was so tired of trying to maintain hair that was not mine. So I was just like, no, I just want to be able to wake up and be ready, you know, feel like I don't have to do much. And I feel like that's the goal. And if you want that to be your goal, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. So if it's your goal to just wake up and just accept your naturally curly hair for what it is, and actually love it for its volume and its curls. Okay, so the next thing I suggest you do is only wash your hair once a week with regular co-washes. And this is to stop your hair from constantly being stripped of its natural moisture. I used to normally only wash my hair like once a week, and I was telling my friend, and now mind you, my friend is a blonde girl, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so gross, like how can you only wash your hair once a week? And I'm like, girl, like it's so much work. Imagine doing it multiple times a week. Like, I couldn't do that. Like, I was already so tired of the high maintenance of straightening my hair, and then, you know, keeping up with the straight hair, and you know, I had to avoid swimming and rain and humidity and everything. Like, Okay, so the next thing I would suggest you do is you stick to the curly girl method, at least at the beginning stages. So you basically cut out sulfates, silicones and parabens. These ingredients are usually found in all your styling products and your shampoos and conditioners. The reason you would want to not use any of these products is because it's very damaging to your hair long term. Sulfates, it's actually a drying and harsh chemical on your hair, and it strips all your hair of its natural moistures. Now this is bad for curly girls because your hair is naturally dry already. Try avoid sulfates. And also with silicones is like a kind of plastic coated around your hair, and this is bad because it's not actual moisture, it's kind of like fake moisture. And when you put good moisture back into your hair, like water and all these other oils, your hair wouldn't be able to penetrate these good oils because it's covered in silicones. So I suggest you just stop using bad products. Look for good products like Shea Moisture, just anything that is curly girl friendly. Okay, one thing that really helped me while I was transitioning is deep condition religiously. Like, deep condition whenever you have the chance, literally 2 times a week, once a week, like whenever you feel like you have the time and you at home, you may be resting, put some moisture back into your hair, because most of the time your hair is dry as fuck. Like, your hair is dry, girl, so you gotta put the moisture back in by using constant deep conditioners. Now the next thing that actually helped my hair was using foam rollers. Now this really helped me because my hair was so used to being straightened and pulled, and I found that it would just become wavy when I wash it. And this was, at the time, I thought, yes, like my hair's wavy, it's so much easier to iron, and I have wavy beachy curls. And looking back on it, I completely regret that I did that. I went for regular Brazilian treatments and I did all of this stuff, keratin treatments, and yeah, it kind of sucks. With using all of these bad treatments, my hair was just so used to being straightened that it would just naturally fall straight when I wash it. And this is so true because my hair would never part in the middle naturally, and every single time I parted my hair down the middle, it would just naturally fall that way. The more I did it, the more I straightened my hair, the more I found that my hair would naturally fall straight. So what the foam rollers do is it kind of trains your curl to fall into the spiral shape, and it was a really good thing that I did at the time, because I would wash my hair, get out of the shower, and I would put so much oil in my hair, put cream in my hair, put everything I needed to put in my hair, and then I would wrap my hair into these foam rollers and I would just leave it. I found that my hair was slowly getting back to its original state. Now this is another thing, and using protective styles are really good for transitioning hair. You could put your hair up in bantu knots or 2-strand twists, or even put it in a braid. Keeping your hair well moisturized while putting it away was really something I love doing, because I want something that's low maintenance, and constantly to do your hair over and over again, and to oil it and to just keep up with it was really something I didn't want to do. So I really loved when I would just take the time once to moisturize my hair, put oil in it, wash it, make sure it's getting enough water. Protective styles helped a lot, because on those days when I found that I didn't know what to do with my hair, and I feel like this is a common problem amongst beginner curly girls, they don't know how to style their hair, they don't know how to wear it. And I feel like once you have your hair in a braid, everything just becomes so much more easier. You put your oils in and you just leave your hair alone. I find that this is the best solution. Okay, so the next thing you need to do eventually, you can't avoid it, so just cut your hair. And I've always been a girl with kind of short hair. I kind of like short hair, but I also like long hair too. But the reason my hair is mostly short is because I prefer healthy hair than fried, damaged, ugly hair. Like, if your hair is dry, split ends, and it just looks fried and like ugh, like I just feel like that is not the look I want to go for. I'd rather have short hair that's healthy and that's shiny, and you know, like that's me. But I understand some girls really struggle with short hair, and I feel like you just gotta get over it. Once you start cutting your hair and, you know, going for regular trims, you will see your hair instantly bounces back. The moisture in your hair becomes so much better, and your hair will literally spring up. Now, the next thing I did to get my hair to this state right now is I oiled my hair. Guys, like when I woke up in the morning, my pillowcase was covered in oil, and I just kept doing this. Before I would go to bed, I would take a shitload of oil, put it all on my scalp, moisturize my scalp, and go to bed. When I woke up in the morning, sure, my pillowcase was covered in oil. So massaging your hair really does help, especially when you do it constantly. Like everything, you have to be consistent. You will not see results with anything if you're not consistent. Provide circulation to your scalp by giving it massages regularly. Now, the next thing you want to do is use essential oils like lavender, tea tree oil. All of these beautiful essential oils would help your hair grow faster. Like, guys, these oils are so good for your hair. Just put a few drops into your shampoo, your hair oils, your conditioners, and firstly, your hair will be smelling so much better. Now, the next thing you have to start doing is using a silk bonnet when you go to sleep. I no longer have my silk bonnet because I moved and I just didn't take it with me because that thing was covered in fucking oil. The next advice I would give you is just to be patient and let time do its job, because honestly, you won't see results in a day. Like, you really won't after doing all of these things. Sure, your hair might look moisturized and so much better after a day, after you cut your hair, after you moisturize it, after you do all of these things. Sure, it will look better, but consistently doing these things will honestly give you the best results, and you have to stick to it. If you want to go naturally curly, if you want to just wake up and have your curls and that's that, you just move on with your life and not worry about, oh, I need to constantly iron my hair and do all of these things that you really don't have to do. You really don't have to do it. I don't know who's telling you you have to straighten your hair to look good. You really don't. Okay, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.